Welcome to the Talkin VAWLS Network. My name is Boogie Bentley. Four-star wide receiver Amari Jefferson set to make a decision on Saturday, August the 5th. Wanted to take a couple of visits before he went into decision time. He was able to get into Knoxville on Friday, met with Coach Josh Heupel, also met with Coach Vitello. Then he later went to Alabama on Saturday, had the opportunity to do that same thing, meet with both coaching staffs as he nears that decision on Saturday. Created a little buzz yesterday on social media. Some of you guys were tagging me in on this. Go to on3.com. You can see there on the right the On3 Recruiting Prediction Machine. You go down and you get the scoop. Yesterday around 2:30, all of a sudden Tennessee is the team to beat. Tennessee is out front. They are now at 32.3%. Alabama at 28.3%. Now, what does this mean? What does the On3 Recruiting Prediction Machine actually mean? Sometimes I tell you guys to put some value in it. Sometimes I don't. Some of you think I'm talking out of both sides of my mouth. Well, what exactly is the On3 Recruiting Prediction Machine? If you go look what On3 had to say about it, said it is a new product that utilizes data, human expertise, and machine learning. It combines data and expert predictions on an AI platform. V1 released December 2021. With version 2 scheduled in the quarter 2 of 2022. It says the algorithm is built to learn from past results. Therefore, accuracy will continue to improve over time. Says they are removing the manually controlled school interest section, and now it's more on algorithm and data. It says it's got insight and inputted predictions from experts, On3 national recruiting insiders, fan site recruiting insiders. So take a listen to that. Fan site recruiting insiders, industry experts with proven track records, visits, official visits, unofficial visits, coaches visits, sentiment from social media from the athlete, geographic data, coaching staff historical data, state historical data, high school historical data. So it sounds to me like a whole lot of AI, a whole lot of mumbo jumbo, but I think it's been pretty accurate at times, others not as much. But you guys asking me, what do I feel about Amari Jefferson? What do I feel about the On3 Recruiting Prediction Machine? Does Amari Jefferson end up at Tennessee, or ultimately does he go to Alabama? We're going to get into it and talk about it. I need you guys to do all the YouTube stuff. Smash the thumbs up, subscribe, join the channel, all that fun stuff. Don't forget, we're going to be live tonight, 7 p.m. Eastern time with Eric Kane of VolQuest.com because fall camp kicks off today. But we got to take a look at this. Go to bonfire.com/store/Talkin VAWLS. I told you guys the new merch was dropping. There it is. You guys asked for it. We delivered it. The brand new Fuga shirts. We've also got Gator Hater shirts, a new TriStar design. You can see different things. You can go hoodies, tank tops, t-shirts, whatever you want. It's there. Get in where you fit in. Buck Fam is back. All the old favorites. Again, bonfire.com/store/Talkin VAWLS. So you guys asked for those. Wanted to get that out of the way bright and early. And now let's talk about Amari Jefferson. Again, 4-star wide receiver, in-state kid. He's a Chattanooga kid, and I think that's part of this thing. You know, I think Tennessee's going to be just fine at wide receiver. Obviously, you've already got Staley in the boat. You've got Mike Matthews in the boat. You're still recruiting Ryan Wingo. Never say never on Ryan Wingo. That thing's going all the way to signing day. I think Tennessee is still in a good spot there. So regardless of where Amari Jefferson ends up, Tennessee's going to be fine at wide receiver. And if they're not on the recruiting trail, they'll go to the portal. We've already seen that from Josh Heupel, but the fact that Amari Jefferson is an in-state kid, a Chattanooga kid, you talk about the benefits for these kids, and that's something he mentioned coming off of the visit. That's a selling point for Josh Heupel. That's a recruiting pitch for Josh Heupel. The way Tennessee sets you up for success after football. That's part of being an in-state kid. Come be a legend at Tennessee, Amari Jefferson. Don't go to Alabama and just be another dude. We remember, we get behind, we support those in-state kids. You can see there the On3 industry rankings have him as the 3rd best player in the state of Tennessee. 36th best wide receiver in the country come playing this offense. And I tell you, we are going to have some success. Scouting report, what type of player is Amari Jefferson? Do-it-all receiver who excels after the catch, measured in at a shade over 5'11", north of 210 pounds prior to his senior season. Average length, built like a running back, initially viewed as a baseball-first athlete, and was committed to Tennessee for baseball prior to his breakout junior season on the gridiron. And that's part of this too. Again, Comes in for the visit to Tennessee on Friday. He's met with Coach Vitello before, been committed to Tennessee for quite a while. But this was the first time that he had an opportunity to visit with the Alabama baseball coaching staff. What does that mean? What's that relationship like? We're going to talk about that in just a second. It says he's a high-volume target while playing in competitive private school league. Caught 72 passes for over 1,300 yards, 17 touchdowns as a junior. Lines up all over the formation, does much of his damage with the ball in his hands, becomes a running back after the catch, runs with tempo and understands angles, has the lateral agility and shake to make defenders miss in space, sticks his foot in the ground and gets upfield quickly after the catch, has the ready-made build to run through arm tackles, dangerous on speed sweeps, would have the capability of motioning into the backfield and taking carries. I like that versatility. I like his tape. If you missed the film breakdown we did with Coach Jay, go back, give it a watch. Good stuff there. Shows the ability to track the ball over his shoulder, has solid routes, but should continue to improve in that regard over time. Has good play speed after the catch, but does not project as a deep separator relative to many other sub 6-foot receivers. Does not have verified athletic markers. Projects as a reliable short area and intermediate target who can maximize yardage after the catch. Could play a number of spots, but looks to be the best fit in the slot. May also have a skill set for returning punts. So again, took the 2 visits. That's the scouting report. 4-star in-state kid. You guys know the scoop. You guys know the deal. Took the 2 visits, meeting with Coach Heupel, meeting with Coach Vitello. Said he really just wanted to come back up to Tennessee. He says, I have great relationships with the staff. Me and my family do. So I really just wanted to come up here and see them again, spend the day with them before I make my decision next Saturday. He says, I mean, it's never been done. So really, that was the final pitch, just being a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity, coming here from Chattanooga, being an in-state guy, and doing both. And again, that's the sales pitch, right? The sales pitch of being an in-state kid. And as I mentioned earlier, the way they set you up for success, if you don't go on to the next level, you don't end up in the NFL. Tennessee takes care of their own. That is a huge, huge selling point to Amari Jefferson. You go to Alabama, you're just another guy. They don't care that you're from Chattanooga. There's no impact there. It does not matter. This is what concerns me. Coming off the visit with Alabama, asked what he liked about him, says, just my connection with the staff. Every time I go down there, it feels like home. It feels like family, just the way the program is built. It's a winning culture. Also, the way Coach Saban develops receivers. So we talk about family, culture, all that stuff at Tennessee. Kind of sounds the opposite with Amari Jefferson. Every interview I hear, he's always talking about the family. It's just a vibe. It's just a feel. I feel like Amari Jefferson ends up at Alabama. I feel like it's been trending this way for quite some time. Is it a disrespect? Is it because the Tennessee fan base, the media, we're all talking about Ryan Wingo. We're all talking about Mike Matthews. Where is the love for Amari Jefferson? Where's the love? Is that part of it? Does he want to get out of the state? You guys asked me my opinion. You guys know who I follow. Austin Price, the best in the business, says he leans Alabama as well. So who do you trust? Do you trust the On3 Recruiting Prediction Machine, or do you trust Austin Price at VolQuest? Do you trust Ryan Callahan at 247 Sports? Do you trust Chad Simmons at On3? What did Simmons have to say? This was back on July the 21st, going into the visits. This was prior to the visits. Says Amari Jefferson set to announce his decision on August the 5th. And Alabama, Georgia, and Tennessee are his finalists. This one is expected to come down to the Crimson Tide and the Vols again. Like a few others on the list, Jefferson has both Alabama and Tennessee feeling optimistic about their chances. Two-sport athlete out of Chattanooga, Baylor, is committed to Tennessee to play baseball. Been a little bit more buzz on my side about Alabama for much of the spring and summer, but this one has tightened up a little more after the official visits last month. Heavy talks with the staffs in Tuscaloosa, easy for me to say, and Knoxville ongoing. So, you know, is Amari Jefferson trying to set up his moment? That's something else that I've heard Austin Price say, is he wants that shock value. So is he leading people towards Alabama, and then he's going to drop the bombshell and ends up at Tennessee? I lean Alabama. This thing's a coin toss. What do you guys think? Jump into the comment section and let me know. Again, this is just a feel. It's a gut. It's the way recruiting works. I did see an interview he had with the Chattanooga Times, and after everything was wrapped up, they asked him, do you know where you're going? And he said, yes, I think so. So the vibes, the interviews, what I get, we'll see what happens on Saturday. We'll be covering it. We'll keep you guys up to date, let you know where Amari Jefferson ends up. What do you guys think? Put it in the comment section and let me know. As always, smash the thumbs up, all that fun stuff. Go pick up the new merch. Join us tonight live at 7 p.m. Eastern time. We'll be live with Eric Kane talking about fall camp expectations, excitement, what went down today. So make sure you guys come join us and hang out for that. As always, thank you to the members of the channel. We appreciate you guys. Keep the lights on around here. You want to be a part of that, hit the join button down below. You can do that for as little as $1 per month. $1, you get custom Talkin VAWLS emojis, access to fan call-in shows, all kinds of fun perks and benefits. But that's going to do it for this one. This is the Talkin VAWLS Network. My name is Boogie Bentley. Go Big Orange.